Welcome to the jungle!
This is XQC.
This team sucks! Cucklord piece of shit, that's what you are.
Suck it, suck it, suck it, suck.
So what now? What now, you bitches?
He was once one of the Overwatch League's best tank players.
I think that if he carries on performing like this, he could be a top 3, top 4 tank in the league.
XQC cleaning house, knocks him off.
He's a product of the internet age, a kid who became famous online.
We rolled you and smoked your ass!
And then, all at once, he was thrust into a professional world.
It's a jungle in here, XQC!
A clean-cut, franchise professional league where he had to be on his best behavior, lock away his toxic side, and put on a show for the fans. But that just wasn't meant to be.
Oh shit!
Shut your fucking mouth, go back there, suck a fat cock. I mean, he would like it, but...
This is the story of XQC.
We're looking for the top players in the world and the team owners who will form the Overwatch League.
A brand new game and a fully franchised, geolocated league. A league that had the power to create superstars overnight. The Overwatch League changed the game.
We are working towards launching the Overwatch League as the pinnacle of Overwatch esports. One that all aspiring players and audiences can celebrate, strive towards, and call their own.
When the Overwatch League was first announced, it instantly made waves across competitive gaming. Those with a first-person shooter background flocked to the game for a shot at a pro contract. Everyone wanted in on the ground floor. One of those being Felix XQC Langell.
Nice!
Fucking what the hell? It actually looks like fucking Valorant.
Oh!
XQC was a tank main and was building a reputation as an incredible talent while piloting Winston, one of the game's premier space makers. He was aggressive yet controlled in-game.
Was he
something
good, chat?
He wasn't outside
Was
of
he a challenger in this game?
Like many other up-and-coming players, XQC paired his competitive aspirations with a rapidly growing Twitch stream. As a broadcaster, he was completely uncaged.
Yo! Loads of toads! Welcome to the jungle! Thanks for subscribing! Woo! Let's fucking go down a sub! Dude, we got a fucking sub! We got a fucking sub up in this bitch! I love a fucking sub! A subscription to my channel! Woo! Let's go! Oh my god.
The living embodiment of the internet, a master of memes, games, chugging cokes, rage quitting, and, of course, that trademark flame.
Cloudmaker, Cucklord! Paid service, Cucky, Cucklord piece of shit, that's what you are.
For XQC, his journey began with a team called Datsit, which won a small DreamHack Montreal event, and then Q?, which was later acquired by Denial Esports.
Hey guys, my name is XQC. I'm the current tank for Team Denial, and I play a lot of competitive games, so you might know me from solo queue as well.
And it was with Arc 6 that they qualified for Season 0 of the Overwatch League Contenders, a proving ground for players who hope to reach the big leagues. In addition to Contenders, many of the game's most influential eyes were on the Overwatch World Cup in 2017.
It's one of the biggest stages in the world. There's going to be a lot of...
Yo, bro, thank you for the sub. Gifted subs, man.
This became an even more...
Listen, I'm not gonna say it, okay? But thank you for the fucking 5 gifted subs. Ooh.
More pronounced proving ground for the first season of the Overwatch League, and XQC was the main tank for Team Canada.
It's a jungle in here, XQC!
And XQC might just get this done himself. There's nothing ACAR can do. He can't get to the payload. He's being pushed away. And that is going to be that second checkpoint coming up here for Canada. Oh, that hole was huge. Oh, it's a beautiful setup for XQC to get the Earth Shatter, but the damage wasn't quite there. But look at all the kills he managed to get just with the use of that ultimate here. Australia were all together in one big juicy package. And XQC out of for breakfast.
Mercy one, Mercy dead! Tracer! Okay.
Look at these.
Tracer dead!
What the fuck? There's 6 people?
One more round!
Not traditionally known as an esports powerhouse, Canada impressed at the event and showed some great synergy and teamwork that helped them overcome some of the world's finest.
It's kept half of Australia from contesting this point whatsoever. Overtime it is, but where are Australia? Atar desperately, it's a valiant attempt to keep this game alive. It's not going to be enough. Australia, your crocodile Dundee. This is why Canada are here. This is why they're one of the best teams as an all-star roster in the World Cup, because it's a new patch, it's a new meta for so many people. But these guys pulled their socks up and adjusted mid-series to bring the reverse sweep. That's true.
Wait, chat,
the hallmark
did
of a
XQC
champion.
win a tournament or anything? Like, did this guy win like big-time tournaments? What's it called? World Cup tournaments and shit? They got second? Huh?
Zillow is out of the picture. Managed to get be suited and taken out. Overtime is ticking down. Sweden, where are they? They're trying to jump on towards the point. They're rushing in. But Canada, they put the flag in the ground. The North belongs to the Maple Leafs.
In fact, they made it all the way to the finals, where they eventually were dispatched by a star-studded South Korean team filled with many of the Overwatch League's future stars. And XQC was voted by the fans as the tournament's MVP.
Thank you so much for everyone who voted. Thank you so much.
Congratulations once again, guys. Give it up for XQC. Give it up for South Korea.
When the World Cup came to a close and it was time for the league's franchises to start signing players for their inaugural rosters, XQC's name was prominent among prospective main tanks.
DP behind us.
What?
Holy shit, did you just dunk on them from the top ropes?
I was fucking near my doggy.
You're dead, sorry.
Holy fuck! I'm a maniac at this game!
And on October 28, 2017, the Dallas Fuel announced XQC as the 9th member of their Overwatch League Season 1 roster.
XQC is a spaz who can somehow...
Oh, there's a seagull! That seagull, the fucking nib.
League Season 1 roster.
XQC.
Mate, they're all fucking we beat him in fucking Valorant, okay? What do you mean starting drama? You guys didn't see it. You blaming me. Motherfucker called me a piece of shit, okay? Cause he was mad he lost against me. He was mad.
Enemy, there's an enemy. Oh, it's close to my left.
GG. No. Listen to this.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
That's Seagull. Seagull called me a piece of shit because he knew the best Valorant player ever destroyed him.
He's a spaz who can somehow barely keep his life together, but he absolutely dominates his Winston in game.
One of the best Winstons in the game. Like, that's not what a lot of people would say from a guy who has not been playing professionally for a long time.
It's like he's very, very driven to improve, and I really admire that about him.
When he actually gets confident in himself and his team, I think he's going to do great things.
He will stream all day, he will play all day, he doesn't care. All he wants to do is play and get good.
Heading into the league, they were advertised as one of the best, especially when you looked at the roster they managed to put together. With the likes of XQC on the tank line, the talent of players like Taimu and Mickey, and the versatility of Seagull, they look to be one of the premier teams to beat.
They have been the strongest Western team throughout the whole of 2017 and 2016. This is a team with pedigree and so much talent on the roster.
But they stumbled out of the gates.
Down 2-0, we're into OT. Can Mickey get this ultimate up in time? Yes, he's going to get that self-destruct. Pulse bomb. Self-destruct to use. Mickey should get the mech back again. There's OT, and so our last map will end in a draw, which means that Seoul Dynasty, as we said earlier, has taken this series.
This is just spinning out of control now.
I don't
for
understand
Dallas.
this game.
Time ticking away, and that is it. LA Valiant will take Nimbani, and they will take the series 3-0. 3 wins and a tie will be the result of this match between them and Dallas Fuel.
In the Overwatch League, Houston Outlaws 4-0. The Dallas.
My bad, chat, 1 second. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
Dallas Fuel, the sweep.
And after the
I'll have to. I'm gonna check my status on
The third match against the Houston Outlaws, XQC made matters worse for the organization when he directed a homophobic slur at Austin Muma Wilmot, an openly gay player.
In the wise words of a good friend of mine, rolled and smoked my doggies.
No, he didn't smoke shit. No, shut your fucking mouth. Go back there. Suck a fat cock. I mean, he would like it, but.
Oh my god! When he says suck a fat cock, he's not intending to diss him because he's gay. You can say that to anyone. I'm telling you, this fucking world is so fucking sensitive, man.
Many games ahead. Love you.
I'm
to many
so
Overwatch
fucking
League fans,
sensitive.
this was their first
Little
exposure to
fucking
XQC's
bastards, man.
toxic side, but it certainly wasn't his first time getting into trouble. Even prior to joining Dallas, he had his account suspended by Blizzard for abusing their in-game reporting system on stream. He was using it to spam report the accounts of teammates that refused to switch off characters he thought weren't good enough for competitive play.
I report someone that is genuinely fucking up the game, and I get banned in 24 hours? That's not okay!
And while his online fame was just starting to grow, XQC's style of digital absurdity offered ample opportunity for him to cross the line of what was acceptable.
Let's fucking go! Stop me! Stop me for phone stack! Go stack and fucking PCR fucking EU! Get the fuck out of my server, bitch!
He fed off the energy of his viewers and fans and humored them when they urged him to toe that line. The Fuel took matters into their own hands after the league's announcement as well, extending his ban from just 4 games to the entire rest of the stage to reinforce their stance on his actions.
I apologize. I'm super sorry to the people that
By the who's Dallas Fuel? Why do people wear Dallas Fuel?
That see me differently now. To members of the LGBT community, I'm so sorry. Muma himself, even though I talked to him directly, the Outlaws as a whole, my team, the Fuel organization, and Overwatch League entirely. This
So
could
what
have been
happened to
a
him?
huge deal, a huge disaster
got kicked?
to the health of the entire league, and I understand that now, and I'm sorry.
And when he returned from his ban, he clearly had something to
shit.
prove on stage.
There's a new monkey in town, fresh off the suspension.
Usually Harry Hook ducks behind the corner just in time.
That's a
And
huge
finger
shatter.
comes in. XQC sets it up for AKM. And the barrage is the end of that push for the Gladiators. What a combo from Dallas. We'll see what happens. XQC come in. He goes for the charge. He says, forget the Earth Shatter. But no, Harry Hook gets Fissure anyway. They're not even going to get the Reinhardt ultimate out. Costa going in now with the Coalescence. They use the sound barrier from Harry Hook as well. Hydration back in. There's the Graviton Surge. There's XQC with the double kill. The time is building one more time. The last attack for Dallas Fuel. It looks like it may have done it. Earthshatter coming in, but Fissure can't capitalize. And Dallas Fuel will win Kings Row.
I'm super happy to be back after being like a month off and in my room. I'm super glad. Pog Chem in the chat, and thanks for everyone who supported us. Burn blue!
And thus began the quintessential story of XQC. The constant back and forth between his offstage antics and his increasingly strong onstage performance.
What I love about this as well is that he comes back in and deals so much damage afterwards into this Graviton, generates almost another one, and then blocks that Deadeye that was coming out from Surefour. That's a fantastic play coming out from XQC.
He returned to stage 2 with a vengeance, vaulting himself into the conversation among the league's best named tanks.
I think that if he carries on performing like this, he could be a top 3, top 4 tank in the league. The guy's got skills.
I know that would make a lot of fans happy at home. You guys want to see more XQC?
But the whispers of XQC's redemption arc were silenced just as quickly as they started. On March 9th, 2018, XQC was suspended by Blizzard for the second time in as many stages. This time for using the tryhard emote in a racially disparaging way towards one of...
Oh my god, dude, that's so bad. That's a bad image from Twitch. Oh my god, I'm so fucking done, dude. This is so fucking... I'm saying it, I'll just say this is retarded. This is just so fucking retarded, dude.
The Overwatch League's casters.
I didn't tab in into Overwatch League and looked at who's on screen or whatever. I understand it could look like it, but I post it so very often. I post it all the time.
Oh my god.
It's literally just how I greet people.
So if you go in Trihex's stream and type tryhard7, you get banned? He typed it while he was in scrims and didn't know the host was on screen. Like, how dumb? How dumb is this fucking... Oh, fuck's sake. That triggers me, actually, chat. I'm not gonna lie, that does trigger me.
Then I was just like, dude, what?
The Dallas Fuel took action. And this time, there was no shot.
Man, who gives a fuck anyway, man? Blizzard, fucking shit game. Hearthstone, pay-to-win game. Oh, come buy our fucking new card packs. The only way to win this season. And the only way to become #1. Fucking Overwatch League. Fuck off, mate. Valorant's taken over. Your game is shit. Abilities can suck my cock. Yeah, suck my dick shit game. And fucking what else? What else is in fucking Blizzard? World of Warcraft? That's the home place of fucking nerds. Holy shit, such a... Isn't Blizzard the one that fought against the fucking... the Chinese company, or was that something else?
Release of Felix XC L'Angel, boys.
Like more than
or L'Angel,
I first saw you super hyped and passionate for the
immediate
game
release.
monsters.
Not even 2 full stages into his Overwatch career, XQC, one of the league's most talented tank players and popular personalities, was removed from the Fuel entirely. Just as quickly as his rise to fame happened, his career looked to be all but over.
So for me, like, the Overwatch League as a whole was pretty, bittersweet, to say the least. When I got in, I was really fucking happy, right? And I was like PogChamp, and everyone was happy for me, dude. And it was nice, but I just felt, all undeserving anyway.
At least for the time being, his time on the Overwatch League stage was over.
Oh, boys,
I decided to donate because I saw that you were released. Since you will be going homeless soon, it's the least I could do. Stay safe on the streets, my man.
This is it. Cue dramatic music, boys.
XQC immediately focused all of his attention to his stream.
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna debate them.
Congratulations, Overwatch, you killed your fucking game.
They fell for that shit.
As a broadcaster, the now outcast XQC instantly flourished. During his first 3 months as a professional streamer after being kicked off the Fuel, his channel spiked up to almost 10,000 viewers concurrently. And they were there for exactly the same person that the Overwatch League had banned.
So what now? What now, you bitches? I'ma lead the chat. He's now 06. Get fucking round! Please!
Moxie, you made it!
This team sucks! No, I don't give a fuck, dude. I normally I'm respectful. Dog shit!
You see, even as a pro,
I'm gonna listen to it in the buff from
never logged off. He famously would just chain his Dallas Fuel practices into 8, 9, or 10-hour streams.
Puffed off!
He is a gamer incarnate, strung out on red cans of Coke, insta-queuing after a tilting match, and bringing his viewers along for the rage-induced ride.
We can go from
Fucking bitches! That's about broken. It's actually better now. Thank you.
Keep a bomb, watch out.
What the fuck, dude?
He was streaming Overwatch primarily, his ascent to the top 500 on ladder mixed with the odd Tracer game so he could show off his DPS pocket pick.
Holy shit.
Pop it off!
Holy shit! Dude, San Francisco Shock XQC winning!
Ah, shit, come on. Oh, no, you can't win that.
What the fuck? Did I kill the whole team? How am I not winning this? What the fuck? I killed the whole team, dude.
But despite his high level of play, this wasn't a competitive stream. It was meant to be entertainment. Games and memes and screaming at the top of your lungs and smashing your keyboards and talking trash, all compartmentalized into one Twitch URL, packaged up nicely, and then the volume cranked to 100.
Let's fucking go, boys! Let's fucking go, boys! Holy fucking shit! This 2 stops! Let's fucking go!
And now, freed from the shackles of professional obligations, he let it all loose for thousands to see.
Yo! Fix the game!
Tracer hit once.
And whether you loved him or you hated him, thought he was a talented tank player or a toxic gamer, he was still growing. Later in 2018, he was signed to an Overwatch contenders team called GOATS, where he could continue to scratch his competitive itch.
Last fight! He's in the out. I'm fine, go right. Nice! Pushing him forward! It's a fucking green! Right! Any heals? Chase up! Finish up! Let's get it, Take it out! It's a short thing! Don't go for it, chase him out! Where are you going? You're going back to France!
In the wake of his departure from Dallas, XQC was still invited to participate in the 2018 Overwatch World Cup.
To feel, the people in the crowd, the energy, the competitive aspect, it's a lot of fun. So I'm glad to be back.
Throwing body after buying the fight. XQC cleaning house, knocks him off. This is Canada territory, and they take map 1. France, gotta get the payload. They do. AKM looking for the grab. Doesn't want to get eaten. Drops the grab. Picks up 4. Ball throw you there. No, not quite yet. Unco looking for the XQC. Making room. France struggling. It's not enough. Canada gonna take map 2. Vance, they need a bit more on the point. XQC, let it all out. Rage to your heart's content as Canada makes the space they need. Point A is theirs, and they move on to the semifinals.
But even though he knew he was walking on thin ice, he was unable to keep himself out of trouble. The 2018 World Cup was not the Cinderella story Canada and XQC had hoped for.
For China, they seem to be right here where they need to be. Trying to cross the point for XQC. It's a valiant attempt to cross from the superstar, but it may not be enough. Short fall down to one. Sky finds the last orb, and now he's in position to heal up. 5 stars on the flag, 5 stars from the judges. And China will be in a gold medal match.
In 2019, XQC is a streamer and broadcaster first.
I think XQC is probably going to be one of your next big boys. I think he's awesome. I think he's going to do great, and I think he's really doing a good job with picking the right games to play.
His concurrent viewership numbers have jumped to more than 15,000 at a time most months, and his popularity online has surpassed the barriers of the esports community and started to blend in with some of the most popular online personalities.
What's up, man?
That's good, dude.
Been a while, dude. Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Suck it, pussy! Suck it! Victory Royale! Victory!
He's a fixture within the uber-popular subreddit r livestream fails, and he started to broaden the scope of both his content and his social circle.
XQC's body looks like that alien in Men in Black. You know what I'm talking about?
True.
Right there. Top left. XQC.
He's now often interacting with many of the other top general interest streamers in Soda Poppin' and Greek God X.
Are we going to at least live near each other so we can hang out when we're done streaming?
Sure, but we're probably all going to live next to each other and we're never going to go out.
And then we're going to stream because we're bored.
Yeah.
Well, despite the game still being a fixture on his channel, you'd be hard-pressed to still call XQC an Overwatch streamer. Quite frankly, it's difficult to call him any one thing, because his channel truly is a living, breathing entity. He'll do, play, or watch whatever's funny, whatever's dramatic, or whatever people are talking about online. He's a variety streamer, top 500 Overwatch player, and online tastemaker. He's chasing one thing, and the only thing, what he calls the juice.
There's no
I never seen that shit.
clear definition of what the juice is. Because the juice is whatever you make it. It can be anything. Nobody can define what it is for you. You know what the juice is, right? For me, like sometimes I feel like the juice is... Whenever I win, I pop off, right? Right, I go, oh, monkey brain, poof, mauled, poof. That's my juice. Right? No.
Oh, you guys are huge! What the fuck?
I don't understand what's going on. What's going on? Oh!
highly requested.
Juxtaposed within his gaming content is what has come to be some of the most popular content on his channel. Him just sitting in front of a camera and reacting to things.
Go again. Go again. We go again, chat. Guys, I think it's time to go again.
Oh,
He's
that's where
added what he
XQC
calls the
go
Reddit
again.
recap.
Oh, my YouTuber, my moderator called XQC_go again. That's where you got the username from. You're cringe.
Every week, where he and his fan base traverse Reddit and watch and react to all of the most popular clips and highlights in the online world.
Okay, Clint falls for the bait.
I'll do epic soy milk. J38 B41.
Dude, really? Dude, honestly?
What the
Who would
fuck?
fall for this?
I entered in something. Oh, I entered in Jubated.
This is in addition to Media Monday, where, in what might be the most terrifying content creation act of all time, he allows his chat to decide absolutely everything on screen for the entire stream. He'll do anything. He'll IRL stream, play a hand simulator, watch YouTube, just chat, or literally sleep for 9 hours. It's the ultimate chat experience. Somehow, some way, there's a streamer who will more or less do whatever they ask of him at any time.
Can you lick your elbow? Okay, why would you want me to lick my elbow?
But at what cost?
What was that for?
And that is truly the question when it comes to XQC. On one hand, we have this revolutionary personality, the kind of rambunctious energy that's infectious enough to have an entire subreddit, Discord channel, and community built around him simply acting crazy online.
What the fuck? Jesus, kill me.
And on the other hand, you have someone who has been harmful to a portion of the gaming zeitgeist. Someone who's unafraid.
This time League of Legends? It is in League of Legends for oh my dude. These guys, man. Fuck League anyway, fuck League. They're strict fucking rules.
Zeitgeist. Someone who's unafraid to cross lines, uses slurs like they're commonplace, and unabashedly attacks teammates and competitors.
So who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
You're so fucking stupid.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I?
You're barely GM, dude. You're barely GM. You're barely GM, dude. You better yell boggers and you have one sleep on the fucking line. Fuck you. Get a purple, get a grip, just fucking good at the game. Fuck off, avoided piece of shit.
He's a living, breathing enigma. A symbol of the rampant, unstoppable growth that is personality-based online content creation. While simultaneously attacking his own growth by reinforcing the dark cloud of bigotry that hangs over gaming in its darkest hours. Recently, he's moved back to LA, where he signed with the LA Gladiators contenders roster.
Hey, shields up, baby! Boys, I just joined the Gladiators and the Sentinels.
Is this his path back to the pros? Is a real redemption arc in the future? Is XQC good or bad for gaming, a hero or a villain? Well, that's for you to decide, but without question, he's only going to get bigger before we find out.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. It goes to show that Overwatch had a big community. Story of Sliker next, dude, right? Imagine the story of me, chap, okay? The rise and shine of Sliker, and how he started his own streaming career. Raj Patel. Obviously, they're just gonna put Raj Patel. 90% of the shit will be not Raj Patel. Dude, is there a way I could contact them and let them do a fucking story about me? They have to, okay? If they want millions of views, they have to do it, okay? And what tilts me the most, chap, they can add Erica for the view account, okay? When you go on my YouTube, every single views has 100+ K views because of Erica. Everything. Look, 97k, 99k, 105k, 132k, 140k, 130k, 100k, 148k, 160k, 140k, 157k, 200k. These guys must be fucking Call Me Carson fucking viewers. Holy shit, dude. Where's my views on my solo ones? Okay, 74k, I see that. 56k, 27k. Cause you're boring and you're not. What does that mean? First off, fuck the bitch and the click you claim. Westside when we ride, come on, quit the game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bought some bad boys, bitches, fuck for life. Bars, lads, bars, you get me? Straight bars from the hood, you get me? And that's all.